flying to target 1,300 feet below. Please complete boarding procedures before getting in.
Roger that. Have a ton of tickets. Let's party! Sneaked into the base successfully.
So much for sneaking in. They're already here to greet you.
Hello, Johnny boy! And goodbye! Nice laugh.
You have some guests approaching at 2 o'clock. And your guests are coming too.
What a big welcome! I'll make you just like perforated cheese for a tournament. Bingo!
Oh, it seems like they love you so much. They're not gonna let you go.
No problem. You guys are roast chicken.
Great work, President. But you still have a delicious dessert coming.
By the end of the first quarter of the 21st century, freedom was dead in America. Beginning with a large-scale military coup d'etat that erupted in various cities throughout the nation, the rebels seized power in all the central institutions of government. The entire nation appeared to have fallen completely into the hands of the coup d'etat forces. However, one final hope in opposing the coup d'etat forces remained. This final hope being the U.S. President himself. Michael Wilson, the 47th President of the United States, equipped with a special mobile armored ops suit developed in secret by the military, boldly waged his own personal war alone to take back America's freedom.
Get out my special ops suit, Jody.
It looks like a fancy party is about to start. This kind of party is a first for me. Mr. President?
Okay, let's party! Welcome to the White House.
People outside look really scary, Mr. President. Mr. President, escape via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to the underground base. Please give your guests some face time with the Commander-in-Chief. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. Enter the underground base using this oversized back door here. foot soldiers.
I'll be back.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons depending on the situation is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like. There's an aircraft hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's hurry. The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier. I'll open the barrier now. Please wait a moment. Whoa, something quite dangerous awaits. But with missiles of that caliber, if you aim and fire, you should be able to easily shoot them down. Keep you waiting, Mr. President. The barrier has been opened. Air Force One's launch preparations will be complete soon. Well, looky here. More guests! Well, I guess they won't be voting for you next term.
Mr. President, the enemy is taking aim at Air Force One. Please be careful.
Keep you waiting, Mr. President. How's that for a ticketless check-in? Just another day at the Oval Office, huh, Mr. President? Welcome to Air Force One. Like they were ever invited. They're definitely...
Michael! Richard!
Mr. President, it looks like this party is just getting started.
Jody, update me as to the status of the nation.
The Pentagon, the United Nations, and all central government institutions have fallen into the hands of the Vice President.
Have they?
Mr. President, believe in your own justice. I'm sure your father would have told you the same.
Jody, how's my schedule look for today?
You've got a conference and dinner party at the Japanese embassy regarding wildlife protection.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel. I'm heading out to save America. Can you let them know I won't be able to make it?
Yes, Mr. President.
To my beloved fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your American justice and freedom supporter. First of all, what I would like to tell each and every one of you is this. Recent events were not a mere coup d'etat, but rather a revolution to correct the wrongs in the United States of America. To our regret, our nation is in a crisis situation. Since 2010, domestic terrorism problems have increased rapidly. Economic disputes originating from the exhaustion of fossil fuels and the sudden rise in unemployment due to the influx of large-scale immigration. Neither the current president nor the American government took actions to address these various problems. On the contrary, they have filled their own pockets adhering to terrorist cells. To correct this situation, Richard Hawk, Arizona insurrection hero and vice president of the old government, and the U.S. military rose to the task at hand. Much like our ancestors did, based in a belief of winning freedom, and based in the belief of an independent war, and based in the belief in this great nation. However, to our regret, an evil to disobey this belief exists in the United States of America too. And here is that evil. This villainous terrorist who first appeared in Washington and began his unjust rampage goes by the alias Metal Wolf. His current whereabouts are unknown. While all of America will be under martial law until Metal Wolf is caught, please do not confuse the issues at hand. Without fail, the U.S. military elite forces, with a combined strength of 1.5 million, promise to smash this unforgivable evil to pieces. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your special remedy for all kinds of evil.
Currently, a coup d'etat army encircles the White House and is now closing in. Fortunately, though, because the enemy force is at a stage where it is still requesting reinforcements, it seems possible to get away now. While eliminating the enemies in your way, please reach the underground base promptly and board Air Force One. This mission goes by the call name In the Nick of Time, the Great Escape from the White House. Good luck and God's... The coup d'etat army that occupies San Francisco still runs rampant and deprives 780,000 citizens of their freedom. Target areas that the enemy force uses as the base of their target areas where enemy forces are destroy all target areas. This mission goes by the Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President. Good luck. Mr. President, how's the skydiving?
Not too bad.
San Francisco, occupied by coup d'etat forces, will be the starting point of our counteroffensive. And here's the starting grid.
Okay.
That's quite a gentlemanly landing, sir, befitting only of a U.S. president.
The gentleman in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m. And now I'm gonna take America back!
Annihilate the enemy army by destroying the target areas where the troops have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered throughout, and take back the town. Mr. President, POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue the people inside. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military. Way to go, Mr. President! Now the POW can be safely liberated. The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city. Designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements, try attacking from another area. You can call it winning by retreating. Mr. President, the target area has been destroyed. This has been a momentous first job. The target with the spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance, so destroy it first. With a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you roll. Mr. President, destroy every target area and annihilate the enemy army.
The time limit self-destruct device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to play the Chinese air hoop. The POWs have been safely freed. The United States military. M1 Abrams tanks. I never thought they would join the fight. You succeeded in saving the POWs. High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please
Please, don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack. Forces have usurped the building, making it a target.
The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it.
tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their will to fight. Nice thinking on your feet. Uh-oh, Mr. President! Could this be a thank you for destroying the area? It looks like you're gonna receive a lovely present! That fat boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had too much junk food. Yeah, that kid some too. Make junk food out of him, Mr. President. Mr. President. Demolition Works. I almost forgot. I know a great demolition company in Anaheim. I'll introduce Mr. President. The fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Enough playing around. How about bringing it up a notch? Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%. Mr. President, the quickness in your step seems gone. Have you been getting enough sleep? perfect display of your talents, Mr. President.
Not really, Jody. Nothing to get excited about.
The enemy forces in San Francisco have been annihilated. Nice work, Mr. President.
Sure.
All in a day's work, huh, Mr. President?
Nope, we've only just begun. The fight will continue. As long as the America inside my heart.
Mr. President, the Information Management Department received an email that might interest you.
An email?
Actually, it's a sound file.
Play it for me.
Yes, boss.
Are seeking volunteers to oppose the coup d'etat forces. Awaiting response from fellow sympathizers.
The sound quality is terrible. Could you try and contact the person who sent the email?
Sure, of course, boss.
Maybe America's faith in freedom hasn't faded. And Jody, I'm taking back our country, going from west to east.
Go west. I mean, east, young man. Huh? Mr. President, we got a message from the Information Management Department. The coup d'etat forces are making an announcement on national television.
Connect me.
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where the password is overflowing love and daily benevolence. Today, we bring you a most unfortunate bulletin. Last evening, the city of San Francisco suffered extensive damage at the hand of Metal Wolf, who suddenly appeared. In addition to slaughtering unresisting citizens, this heinous terrorist took citizens hostage and made an unjust demand for the release of violent criminals and the sum of $500 million. This vicious act could easily be the worst in U.S. history. Metal Wolf's pilot is meaner than Satan himself. And we will not permit him to get away with acts like this. We Americans will never yield to such evil. We Americans will obtain our own justice. Although martial law continues, my fellow Americans, please bear with our situation. To defend this lovable nation, let's lead the brave fight together. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where our motto, justice over theory, is your motto.
We've been made public enemy number one. How about seeking exile or asking for help from other nations?
No, I'm the president. I can't be the one to start a war in this country. I'll be the one to wage the war.
Mr. President.
Hey, Jody, update me on the situation in the West.
On the prison island Alcatraz, only 3 kilometers offshore from San Francisco, the enemy force is setting up a huge electromagnetic Alcatraz cannon to combat terrorism. All the shelling in the desert region has implanted fear into the hearts of the people on the West Coast. The shelling is directed at keeping the dissidents in
By destroying the energy tent.
The current is so... This mission... Good luck, and...
forces occupy Alcatraz Island.
Jody, what is that daunting thing?
The Alcatraz Cannon.
How original. Richard, you'd never make it on Madison Avenue.
Stop and surrender, Meadow Wolf.
Surrender?
If you fail to comply, the Alcatraz cannon will zap you back west coast.
Will it now? Not if I zap it first.
Mr. President, the Alcatraz cannon just started to recharge.
I'm on the move. I'll smash it faster than a Florida recount.
A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Is that?
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. That's the heinous terrorist Meadow Wolf as seen from the air. He's trying to take over the Alcatraz cannon and destroy the West Coast. DNN is coming to you live and exclusively as these events unfold.
Forget him and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Mr. President, that device also seems to supply energy to the Alcatraz cannon. You should destroy it in order to decrease the energy recharge supply. Was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Forget him and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Mr. President. Was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
correct? Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were probably used to make the Alcatraz cannon. Mr. President, the Alcatraz cannon has been recharged 50%. Don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, Mr. President. All the target areas have been destroyed. All that's left to do is put a stop to the Alcatraz cannon, Mr. President.
The army has been completely vaporized. Metal Wolf, your cruelty won't go unpunished. Oh no! The final fortress has been demolished. So, the U.S. military has had something up its sleeve.
Those who interfere will be eliminated.
The energy tanks in the surrounding area are a key part to the Alcatraz cannon. Please destroy everything before the energy recharges.
Wait a minute! Before Metal Wolf could seize the area, under military orders, the soldiers blew up the Alcatraz cannon. Simply amazing! The U.S. military gets the job done no matter what.
That confused journalist better double-check his facts.
Today, once again, U.S. military forces were dealt a lethal blow by Metal Wolf. But thanks to these heroes in our military, Metal Wolf and his conspiracy have been held in check. Our hearts go out to the men and women who sacrificed their lives in battle, and to their families as well. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge. Be the first to know as we continue pursuing Metal Wolf, because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
Talk about biased reporting. It's exhausting to listen to. But at least the West Coast is safe now. Excellent work, Mr. President.
By the way, Jody, What happened with yesterday's email?
The Information Management Department succeeded in contacting the source of the email.
Really? Let me hear it.
I am the one who formed the resistance to put a stop to Richard Hawk and his recklessness. Right now I'm aiming for a united uprising and seek volunteers. Metal Wolf, we eagerly await your rampage.
Great. They haven't sold our hope yet.
Mr. President, I haven't been this happy since that supermarket going out of business sale when I was searching for my favorite candy and I found the last box all covered in dust at the back of the rack. And the expiration date was still good.
I know the feeling, Jody. Brief me on the next battlefield.
Sure, Mr. President. The enemy force is strengthening their suppression of Beverly Hills. This is while the number of soldiers equipped with heavy firearms is great, if you pay higher attention to their attacks, the verticals in this mission goes. Good luck and go. Enemy explosive devices are planted all over the city of Beverly Hills. Destroy all the bombs and liberate the town.
Roger that.
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. What you're looking at is the heinous terrorist Metal Wolf as seen from the air. Just what will become of Beverly Hills and its stately mansions where the streets smell of money? Stay tuned as this camera and I bring you all the news you want to know.
Not him again.
Embed that journalist in the ground. Forget him and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Bombs have been laid out all over town. Clean up the bombs while destroying the radar jamming stations. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military. If you destroy it, the bombs will surely show up on radar.
Metal Wolf is a...
Mr. President, that's...
If approached carelessly, it will detonate? Don't be so lax.
Oh, this looks promising. The pride of the U.S. military. Blackhawks raise their ugly heads.
Damage rate is above 50%. Mr. President, I sense that you are preoccupied and your heart's not in it today.
Has been defeated.
Oh, put a sock in it.
My fellow Americans, support our troops with all your hearts.
Don't worry about his yammering commentary.
Has infiltrated the garden of a big mansion, the home of international superstar Money Gold. What business does Metal Wolf have with a $3.2 billion man? Maybe he's going to take out a loan. Oh man, he's destroying the mansion. Add destruction of personal property to the breaking and entering charges. The U.S. Constitution is downright powerless against Metal Wolf's evil. control of the entire town. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge. But our coverage of these events will continue. Because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
I'm sure those wealthy fat cats will repair the damage, making their homes even more beautiful than before. Nice work, Mr. President.
Any word from the resistance?
Yes, I'll play it for you now.
Metal Wolf, we applaud. Our membership has started to rise, one brave. I'm putting all my efforts into our activity.
I'd like to see that day too.
Yeah. I feel like a mother hen here.
Okay, Mr. President. Operating out of a massive helicopter, the target, please watch this. Good luck.
The enemy is building a military base in the Grand Canyon. Doesn't this remind you of the Arizona insurrection days?
No, I don't remember anything. Except the smell of blood and gun smoke. All right, let's rock and roll!
Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please. Their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the naked eye. Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please. To build their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the naked eye. Watch your feet, too. Oh, so that's where they put it. Maybe you walked right past it. It's a tiny target area, huh? Almost like a bird's nest? Too bad you don't have any bird seed. I guess you'll have to give him some delicious firepower instead.
Was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. Areas. Please be careful.
Mr. President, a fresh supply of troops is coming.
So you're Metal Wolf, eh? Then you can die for Sir Richard.
Sir Richard? What? Has he been knighted?
Going up against jokers like this is so tiring. I'll have to ask you to leave this stage before you get hurt.
Life down for Sir Richard.
home to the Colorado River.
The defense strength is high against live ammunition. Were among the POWs you rescued. They were held in the mountains to maintain military helicopters.
Bay. Nah, actually they'll get stuck in the Hoover Dam. Mr. President, there's only one target area remaining. A little longer and this ravine will be back in its original state. has been annihilated. Finally, peace will be brought to Arizona. War really doesn't suit these lovely surroundings.
Jody. Nor someone as lovely as you.
Sure, whatever. Nice work, Mr. President.
Jody, what's the situation on the...
In the West, areas where the Army is pulling out are on the rise. But across the nation, the situation isn't so good.
Don't worry. I'll free them. Any email from the...
Yes, there is. The man's voice is as cool as... Please have a listen.
Metal Wolf, thank you. More reliable truck. The day...
There is it.
Tough as...
The enemy... Good luck. This place is pretty run down. Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station is located here. The number of target areas and enemies seem limited. Let's mop this area up ASAP.
Jody, sorry, but these guys might slow me down.
Huh?
Major, Michael Wilson. You've tarnished the good name of the U.S. military and your reputation as a hero.
And now you'll die for it.
Whatever. This is like starring in John Ford's My Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground? Taking on all three at once.
You're the one who talked.
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 7...
Major, don't...
Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground? Taking on all three at once could be bone-breaking. The enemy with stealth capabilities cannot be picked up due to radar trouble. How about we make a fresh start by destroying the enemy's radar jamming facility? That's the radar jamming installation. The best medicine for that kind of headache is pumping it full of a heavy dose of lead. Now the stealth function of the enemy's heavy special mobile armor is knocked out. Now that's refreshing. Kind of like sunrise on an early summer morning. Some scientists scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were probably used to develop new type mobile unit armor. The defense strength is high against live ammunition. Special mobile armor units have been put 6 feet under, Town Marshal. How's it feel to be an Old West hero?
Not too good. I'm not the hero type. I'm just doing my job as president. Jody, what's the situation across America?
The coup d'etat forces have retreated from the western states.
Yes!
This should kick the resistance.
I can't.
You got a voicemail from the...
Metal Wolf, thanks to your... However, I'll contact you...
Mr. President?
I've been one.
So let...
Sure, but before that, until we take back...
Yeah.
Well, we'll reach the east...
Metal Wolf. Planning on wiping out New York this time? You enemy of the people, I, Richard Hawk, won't let you get away with it. I, Richard Hawk, will uphold American justice without fail.
Yeah! Suck on my missile punch! Get up!
I won't lose. And the reason is Richard Hawk am the last great American hero. rumble! Eat my flame of justice!
He got me!
Justice is always victorious in the end! Long live the USA!
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where freedom in the United States wasn't built in a day. Good news, finally. Finally, the evil has been crushed. This evening, Metal Wolf, who suddenly showed up in New York, was thoroughly beaten to a pulp by Richard Hawk, piloting a special heavy mobile armor unit. He annihilated the evil. Occurring at the same time from a confidential covert operation. We have also learned that underground terrorists and Metal Wolf sympathizers in hiding were captured in succession all around the country. Although martial law will continue until we are sure that your safety can be completely secured, for today and today only, let's celebrate this victory. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your Freedom Point Man.
Metal Wolf crushed? And those phony visuals! What's with that? The special effects don't even beat a Hollywood B-movie!
Richard's up to his old tricks again.
Mr. President, according to the Special Intelligence Group, news from the anti-coup d'etat forces has ceased. Actually, we've lost contact with the resistance leader too.
We have?
It appears all the resistance activities have gone...
Jody, those that died are imposters. I am still here.
So?
Believe in your own. I won't lose to... And the reason... Because I'm the... There's no time for self-pity. Jody, get me up to speed.
The enemy are... Good luck.
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. I'm coming to you live today from a U.S. military base in the outskirts of Houston, Texas. Scarce natural resources sent from the Space Plane Center are collected and kept here. The U.S. military is collectively managing these goods under martial law. Acting as the defense for this area is this Super Assault Heavy Attack Elijah 1 helicopter. Take a look at this firepower. 44mm M197 anti-aircraft guns, 80mm Bofors anti-aircraft cannons, two 10mm grenade launchers, and finally 12 missile containers. In addition to this heavy arsenal, it has the capacity to hold over 100 soldiers. A veritable flying fortress. As long as the Elijah 1 is on the scene, Metal Wolf get off so easily.
Hey, Mr. Newsman! You rang?
The Elijah 1
One appears to be dropping parachute troops from his cargo bay. It'll be trouble when those reinforcements land. Destroy the target areas while shooting down the enemy dropping into the battle.
Those must be some new kinds of weapons. They're being dropped one after another from the Elijah One. Metal Wolf will have no choice but to deal with this firepower. An elite paratrooper sniper unit and the pride of the U.S. Airborne is joining the fight. They're dropping into battle one after the other. This is a scene of biblical proportions, a modern-day David and Goliath.
Okay, Mr. President, let's shoot them down. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. The performance of the smart bomb seems to have fallen off. If there's no guidance device, it's flying blind. You should knock out the launch bay doors that drop the bombs. First, start by reducing the strong attacks. That device seems to have improved the guidance.
Take a look at that. The U.S. ground forces have been totally decimated by the hand of Metal Wolf. But we still have the speed ace up our sleeve. That trump card being the Super Assault Heavy Attack Elijah 1 helicopter. This is DNN.
The Elijah One appears to be dropping parachute troops from its cargo bay. It'll be trouble when those reinforcements land. Destroy the target areas while shooting down the enemy dropping into the battle.
sniper unit, and the pride of the U.S. Airborne is joining the fight. They're dropping into battle one after the other. This is a scene of biblical proportion.
The performance of the smart bomb seems to have fallen off. If there's no guidance device, it's flying blind. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. Reducing the strong attack. That device. Damage rate is above 50%. Get into gear. They were held against their will to research space resources.
Take a look at that! Mr. President. First, start by reducing the strong attacks. From Metal Wolf's fierce assault, the Elijah 1 fuselage has been damaged, but the Elijah 1 was designed to withstand damage from 155mm anti-aircraft cannons. It ain't over till the fat...
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%. Have you taken too much damage? Try to remain calm.
Finally, the terror is over. Now that's what I call a happy ending.